Hello, welcome to Drinks with Ron. I'm Ron. Hey, everybody. And suspiciously, conspicuously empty-handed. So we'll go to the triumvirate of taps here at Third Generation Brewing to rectify that as I machine gun rapid fire through the intro. David Bromberg for that ass on the platter. Little demon in disguise. 25-cent thrift store, a garage sale pickup. Highly recommend it. Go find it on YouTube. But going back to the tap, here we are. A little Rontoberfest, beautifully carbonated, rich reddish color. It's beautiful. I cannot wait to consume a whole shitload of that 2 weeks from now at Rontoberfest. But let me digress. I left off at the last episode. I did a brief rundown of the history of Bro Day, up to but not including the Guns N' Roses concert we went to a week and a half ago. Yeah, there's a few episodes. If you want to, if you got ahead of yourself, back up, go watch them. You'll see the build-up to the show. And I wanted to do it right after the show while everything was still fresh, because, you start forgetting things instantly. Even with my miraculous memory, things just go poof. So I wanted to do the episode, but there was about 4 days after that where I just was not going to drink. Even for the show, putting one down, it would have been painful. And you're about to find out why. So, Saturday, I was supposed to get off work for this show. I fucked up. I got somebody to cover for me. I got the whole thing approved. I put in my off slip. I wrote the wrong month. Good Lord. So, we're off to a bad start. So, I had to work that morning, but it wasn't going to put us too far behind, because it was about the time we were going to leave anyway. So, we have a whole rigmarole, because Summerfest not taking cash. Can't say I blame them. I've been to strip clubs and I've worked as a pizza delivery guy, and I know that some of those ones, they're the same ones. So yeah, I understand why no cash monies at Summerfest. But my older brother didn't want to carry his debit card, understandable. So him and my nephew got prepaid visas, and so they could just swipe it in there, and then they had cash, and when they ran out of cash, they ran out of cash. I thought about doing that, then I hooked up Apple Pay to my phone, and I said, fuck it, I'm taking my debit card anyway, because I don't want to be caught empty-handed, not be able to get what I need. But my other brother, he didn't have one, so we had to take him to get one, but he only put $50 on the card, which will come into play later. I think the other two put 100, but they were thinking more like along the lines of merchandise. And, my older brother, he puts away the beers too, so $100 was like, a little dicey. So amid much consternation, we get that. Oh, the other thing you have to remember, vaccine passports, the old vaccine card, gotta have that to get into Summerfest. If you don't have that, you either had to have a negative test within 72 hours of entrance, or you could go there, take a rapid test at the venue, $25, and then when you passed, you could go on in. Cool. So we start on our way. We got all this shit taken care of. My brother next to me does not have the vaccination, and the whole way up, I'm going, Jesus Christ, he's got the plague. You guys, you know what? We're going to get there. He's going to take this fucking rapid test, and they're going to be like, you have the plague. You can't go in. So, I mean, he's sniffing and sneezing and they're like, coughing, hacking. I'm like, fuck. Sealed in a car with the goddamn plague. So we start driving. My older brother takes us up. I said the former trip, one of the first few years, became known as the waterfall trip. Well, this one we stopped partway up to get some food, and on the way back to the car, through a construction zone, we stopped to take a picture, and we're like, hey, let's take it in front of this dumpster. So, then later, we can Photoshop some flames to show just how much of a dumpster fire this adventure is. So, it became kind of a dumpster/garbage trip. So we took a lot of pictures with trash receptacles of varying sizes and shapes. But that's where it began. Then we got down the road. My older brother's like, don't really care for driving in the city. You want to take over partway there. It's fine by me. But we're stopping at a vape shop because, like I said, this Delta 8 is everywhere. It's amazing. It's delicious. I mean, look at this. You can buy... Ooh, this one is fancy. I got it in the glass tube. Look, it even says Delta 8 right on there. This one, Oh, the little sticker's gone that told you what kind it was. But yeah, it's fun. It ain't a dispensary. It ain't the same as going to a highfalutin legalized cannabis place, because Delta 8 ain't in the same ballpark as the actual cannabis. I've been told. I know people who've done field research. Not me. Clearly not me. I mean, the Delta 8's legal, so, you know. Anywho, we stop. I bought a 3-pack of the pre-rolls. Oh, I got the gummies. Fuck, those gummies are still floating around here. And a cart. A delicious cart. This was, I was waffling between a mango and orange soda. I like mango. Everything I've had mango I've been a fan of. I asked the guy behind the counter, and he said, I didn't tell him which ones I was deciding between. He says, that orange soda is one of my favorites. I said, sold. Put it in a fucking bag. So we stopped there. We loaded up on provisions. And down the road we went. So I took over driving. Got us into our hotel. Oh, that's bad production right there, blowing smoke in the lens. So I get us to our hotel, which fortunately right by a Quick Trip. I'm a card-carrying member of the Quick Trip Savings Club equivalent, whatever the fuck it's called. But I was happy to be in familiar territory. So we get there, we start unpacking. I loaded up with some beers. I did not need to buy a 12-pack. I think 8 of them or 9 of them are still upstairs. But I thought, well, you know, we'll pregame, and then when we come back, I'm going to want a couple more, but I don't know what time it'll be, if I'll be able to get beer. I'll just get 12. Well, we shaved her close enough because somebody had to work that basically we got there, we had time. I think I drank a beer, Mickey's Big Mouth, wide top, man. Those fuckers go down quick. And if I read the news correctly, Mickey's Fine Malt Liquor is going out of production. I know there's multiple kinds of Mickey's, but from what I read, that's the one we're losing. The little wide mouth grenades. I fucking love them. They had a little pictogram game in the lid where you have to look at the pictures and guess. I enjoy that. It's a little activity with my drink. Anyway, let me digress. I had enough time to hammer one of those. I believe I opened the second one. Then I had a whole pre-roll to myself while I drank the second one. And then it was time to go. Oh, and I think I crammed in, no, I didn't even finish the second one, but I crammed a Liney's Hellas in between. Actually, I had that first. And I went, this is terrible, going to the Mickey's. But the thing I forgot, I also ate 2 gummies. So here we go, you know, 4:30, I don't even know what time it was, 5 o'clock. Yeah, probably 4 something. I've already smoked an entire pre-rolled, drank 2.5 beers, 2 gummies down the hatch. Oh, and the thing I forgot to tell you, if you go back and watch the Wrath of Todd episode, I accidentally got hammered the night before. Say accidentally, I was not intending to. Was I intending to drink? Oh yes. I got home at 3:15, started right in with the Busch Light Apples. My buddy Todd, the Wrath of Todd, light it on up, Todd. He gave me a call, said he was coming down, wanted to throw some discs, and I said, I'll just keep hammering some beers. So I did that, and we threw frisbees, we came back here, and if you watch the video, you'll notice we got pretty fucking lit. And that was early. We were mixing half and half with my IPA, and the ale was delicious. By evidence of how we almost killed what was left in the barrel. Anyway, I was in rough shape the next morning. I get like an iced coffee every morning from the Arches, and I could not drink the coffee. My stomach was that fucked up. So I was like, this is great. You know, it's 10 a.m. I took the coffee with me on the trip, wound up spilling it halfway to Milwaukee and threw the fucker away. I never was able to get it. My stomach would not handle it. So here I am putting gummies and beers and everything. I had a water too, and a soda or something. I had to get liquids. But I was already in rough shape. So before we even started the adventure, my stomach's like, dude, you fucking dumb. So the play from here is we catch a ride. Well, we don't catch a ride. We drive ourselves from our hotel, maybe 4 miles down through West Dallas, and there's a park and ride. So we're like, sweet, we'll go there. Buses leave every half hour. We go to the parking lot, have another beer there, wait for a bus, because we didn't want to get on early enough to sit for a half hour, so we waited and cut it close. So you had to mask up on the bus, and as I said, with my stomach feeling the way it was, breathing in that mask air wasn't helping me. So I wore it because I do my part, god damn it. I'm a fucking citizen. I don't know what that is. But, so we went and hitched the ride from there. The nice thing is the shuttle take you right to the fucking venue, like to the door. And then when we got there, my brother I love the old guy shit, man. He's already planning the route out. And I appreciates that. So he's like, hey, as soon as we get there, we're going to go and buy our passes for the shuttle bus back. Because we are not going to stand here trying to buy tickets, hammered, losing each other, waiting for an hour to catch a bus. Nope. Get your fucking thing. So we get there, buy our fucking passes. Now we have to go backtrack to the other side of the fucking entrance because my brother has to take a rapid test. $25. So he goes there, pays for the test, realizes that now his $50 card is down to $25 and we're not even in the door. So we walk down by the lake, take some pictures, some of the only ones of the day that don't feature a trash receptacle, and because we had to wait 15 minutes for this test. So then we start walking back over. I didn't even bring my box. I didn't bring fucking nothing, man. I said, I'm already feeling fucking good before I got there. Oof. Oh, there's an open gate and there's a dude standing there. I don't know who was playing, but they were really good. Female singer. She was awesome. I was really enjoying the funk. Anyway, the guy sees us wandering around and I think he's kind of thinking we're trying to sneak in. And he's like, hey, what's going on? So we told him, he's got to take the test. We're just waiting for that. And he gives us the whole, oh, man, that's a bunch of crap. And, well, if you gave me $10, you already got your tickets to get in? Because if you got your Summerfest ticket, you just give me $10, I'll just let you right on through. Like, are you fucking kidding me? We drove all the way here, fucking vaccination card. We got to take the test, and you're just like, you're gonna let us around? Or what the fuck? Like, oh, well, that's great. So I feel real safe now. I'm glad, thinking everybody's either been tested or vaccinated. No, not unless, Good Time Charlie at the back door. Then it's just fucking $10 giddy up and... Oh, my Jesus fucking Christ. So we go up. Anyway, he passes the test. I don't know. Still think he had the fucking plague. But by this time, I have realized I've forgotten my vaccination card at home. So I have to message my kid, and I'm like, dude, send me a picture of my card. She's like, I'm not home. But fucking get home, send a picture of the card. I gotta get into here. So she takes a picture, she sends it, and we're waffling like, is this gonna work? I said, you know what? My fucking social security card is right next to it. Take another picture with both. If they give me any shit, there's the social, there's the card. I'll show them ID, show them 6 fucking credit cards. I'll show them my fucking... Latter-day Church of the Latter-day Dude Ordained Minister card, whatever you need to see. The Dick's Insider, I have that too. I will show you any amount of identification, just, I'm fine, let me in. So I'm panicked. I'm gonna go last. My brother and my nephew, vaccination card right on through. My brother goes to try to show her something with the test, she gets all pissy, he's like, I just took it right over here. She said, well, you gotta tell me that. Go on through. I fucking whip my phone up to show her the picture. I get the phone to here. And she's like, there go. Like, this could have been a picture of my dick. Like, you don't even know what's on the screen. I could have been like, hey lady, look at my balls. Aren't they glorious? And all their saggy fucking beauty. No, she didn't even fucking look at it. Next time, picture of my dick. And we're like, oh, you don't want that one. Just porta potty, I had some time to kill. But, so I go right on in and I'm like, they ain't checking shit. This is great. They're like, you know what? Bring on the fucking beer, because it doesn't matter now. I mean, I'm vaccinated, so even if I get it, I'm not worried about a ventilator and fucking dying, so... Science! Am I right?
Just not your lie.
So now, we're finally in the grounds. And I'm thinking, you know what? Not my style, but I'm going Miller Lite today. I need something nice and light. Stomach's still not agreeing. I think I also got a water. $8.50 we're paying for these beers. And I'm like, fuck. Good thing I got my debit card. My brother is drinking Red Bulls at $4.75 a crack. But he's only got 25 left on his card, and then he went to buy something somewhere. He bought like food or something, and then for some reason all of the cash was gone. So we're not even, the concert hasn't even begun. He's out of cash. Fuck. Okay. Yeah, we didn't account for that rapid test. He's got a buttload of cash on him. Yeah, it ain't gonna do him no fucking good. He's like, oh yeah, I'll just tell him. Like, you won't fucking tell. They got nowhere to put it, dude. The only way they're gonna take your cash is if they just give you the beer and pocket the money, which after good time Charlie in the back, you know, that's 60-40, bro. So, it's already looking a little difficult. I get a Miller Lite. It ain't tasting the greatest. My brother drinks Coors Light, but Miller Coors, even though they bought Coors, they weren't really pushing the Coors. It was more Miller. You could get a Miller Lite, you get a High Life. There's a couple other things. There was some heavier stuff, which I was not touching in this heat. So I still, my brother gets a Miller Lite, and he's like, I was here a few years ago, and like somewhere more towards the middle, he's like, there was one place selling it. He's like, I'm gonna find it. I'll find the one selling Coors. So we're walking around taking pictures by garbage cans and shit, and we see a lady pushing through with a cart. And he looks over, he's like, hey, that's Coors Light? I'll take Coors Light. So he's got to stop, she's got to get out the thing, swipe the whole fucking card. So he gets it and turns around and like, here you go. I don't want that. That's yours. Now I'm standing there fucking double fisted. Sun is still up. Okay, it's this is already like careening off the path. So I'm like, well, you gotta drink them before they get warm, right? Because once they're warm, Jesus, are they disgusting. And I said, not a fan of Miller Lite. So I start putting them down. I said, but High Life, I'm a High Life guy. I guess I've got no memorabilia here. It's all over there. But anyway, take it from me. I've got a check in the back that I'm a bona fide, I've been paid by High Life. They paid me $1 to be to advertise for them. So I am officially a High Life spokesman. So I butt the stomach. So I was like, no High Life. But we get through, my brother's like, I want to do shots. Well, my nephew wanted a mixed drink. $19. $19 for, oh, but wait. We put in double. Oh, $19 for 2 1-ounce shots of liquor in here. Like, so he couldn't pull the trigger on it. But my brother's like, I'm going to find shots. Like, if anybody can, it'll be you. So sure shit, we go to this place and then, hey, how much have I done? I just don't want to mix. I want some ice. I want to get him a shot. Not me. I was refusing all the shots. Oh, no way. So him and my nephew, and the guy's like, yeah, sure, we'll give you that in the cup, like $12. Like, damn, you just got like a triple without the soda for way less than, like, I told you, if there's a way, he's gonna find it. So now he's got his Coors Light and a glass of fucking brandy or something. I don't know what the fuck, but on ice. So he's walking around sipping that. My nephew puts his down. And then I go on to my next beer, I believe. I had to get some food. But my next beer, I believe, I'm like, you know what? We're doing this. Shifted gears to the High Life. Instantly regretted it. Way too heavy. But, you know, so I got down my 2 beers and my water, so I get a High Life. And by now, we're almost to showtime. So we walked over, we watched one of the bands outside, Guns N' Roses cover, which sounded really good. I mean, the Paradise City was good. So we're getting ready to go in. Said I've already had, like 3 or 4 beers waiting to get in there. Like, screw it. Let's get in, find our seats. My brother and my nephew had to buy some merch, so they waited in line while my... Oh no, let me backtrack. My other brother brings in a big old pre-rolled, like this fucking long, like a fucking tutor on this thing, and it's like, I'm gonna find a spot. So he finds us a spot over by the water and proceeds to sit on the rocks and start burning this thing. I'm like, whatever, dude. I don't care if that's Delta 8 or what. I don't want no part of the way it looks. I'm good. Well, very soon he's like, well, nobody else smoking this. I'm like, yeah, bro, you're on your own. Have fun. So we get up to leave, and as he turns around, there's a lady behind him that says something to him. So I see him look at her and he just hands it to her. And she like stamps it out. And I'm like, oh shit, what just happened there? And I heard my nephew say something about, thought he was getting yelled at. So a few minutes later, we got more towards the gate. And I said, dude, what was that? Was that old lady yelling at you? He's like, no. She said that she saw us head over to the rocks. So they moved so they could be downwind so she could smell what I had. Oh God, you shit me? He's like, no, she told me that. So I was like, here you go. It's like, oh, she put it out, she's taking it home. It's gonna be her and one of her friends and a bottle of wine, and it's gonna be an adventure for Phyllis. But well, the record timer tells me I've already rambled. I haven't even gotten us in the venue yet, so I better shut her down there and make this a two-parter. And I do not want to pay the glorious glowing green Wrath of Todd fine, but so I won't. So for Drinks with Ron, part 1 of the great Bro Day Guns N' Roses adventure, I'm Ron, signing off.